When we used to make sticky buns at Barefoot Contessa, we made them with a yeast dough that had to rise overnight in the refrigerator. I mean, who has time for that? So I thought, it's got to be a better way. So I thought, puff pastry. Maybe I can make them with puff pastry. Oh my God, they're so good. And they take like 10 minutes to prepare. First, I need 12 tablespoons of unsalted butter. That's 1.5 sticks. 1/3 cup of brown sugar. I use light brown sugar. It's really important that the butter be room temperature so you can mix it. Just mix those together. Okay, that's that. These are all made in muffin pans. So I'm just gonna put like a tablespoon in the bottom of each cup. These are actually done upside down. So I'm putting the brown sugar and pecans and butter in the bottom, and then the pastry in the top. And then when they're done, I'm gonna dump them out and they'll be right side up. So that's the butter and sugar. And now I'm gonna put some pecans on the top of each one. Okay, that's the topping. Now for the puff pastry. When I thought of making this with puff pastry, I was hoping it was gonna be as good as the original. And what I found out is it's even better. You buy frozen puff pastry in the grocery store, or especially a food store. What I do is I defrost it overnight in the refrigerator. You wanna keep it really cold, because it's important that the butter stay really cold in the sheets of puff pastry. So, put this on a board, a little bit of flour so it doesn't stick. No point in making it if it sticks to the board or the counter. So I'm just gonna unfold this. Perfect. A little bit of melted butter, brush on the pastry. The key to this is really keeping it very cold, because when the heat of the oven hits the butter and the pastry, it causes steam to rise, and that's actually what makes it light and flaky. Okay. Need 1/3 cup of brown sugar. Sort of pack it lightly. And I'm gonna leave a little border, like 1.5 inches around the outside, and then just distribute the brown sugar around so it's even. Okay, so that's the brown sugar. And 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. So just distribute it evenly. Again, leaving it 1.5 inch border. And then next part is raisins, 1/2 cup of raisins. That should be about 1/2 cup. Now, what I'm gonna do is roll it up. You wanna roll it up pretty tightly, but not press on it. You wanna just roll it up snugly. And that's why the flour is important, because you just don't want it sticking to the board. And this is the reason you leave the edge. So the butter will make the puff pastry stick at the edge. I'm gonna cut off the ends, just so that you don't have a ragged edge. I'm gonna cut it in half, and then cut each half in thirds. Okay, and then these are just gonna go right into these pans with the brown sugar and butter and pecans. Just press them lightly. Okay, into the oven, 400 degrees for about 30 minutes until the pastry is firm to the touch and the butter and brown sugar and pecans are caramelized.